off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
On the play. It's
third and goal. Winston. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Westbrook. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 29-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Now they try the right side here. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get it. Walk, get walk. Here we go, even. And even.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On play action, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Time on the 50. Time on the 50. Time on the 50. I'm going back to you. Check 3. Hey, flip. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the gun, Winston going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down.
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
So 1 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's run the play. Flip.
1st down, Winston. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And his kick is good.
What's the score? Titans 10, Falcons 7. Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Being chased out left. The 40 before he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. Here we go. Check roll through.
Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see.
Rush coming, and And he's taken down.
Jameis Winston.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Off the play fake, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you, coming to you. 155, 155. You ain't got nothing. Flip, flip, flip. Under, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Play action now. Winston steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5.
25 yards that time.
Oh, my God. Let's go. 19,
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
4-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Cameron Hayward drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
5-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st down, Atlanta.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Falcons 10.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready? Blue lady. Check 31. Check 31. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, 5-0. 5-0. 5-0. All right, flat. Even.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here comes Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Titans 24, Falcons 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we go?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Today's final score, Titans 31.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.